Do you need a jump, my friend? Maybe your car is feeling like this today. Or maybe your business is, shall we say. You never know when you need a jump in your business. And today, my friends, we are talking about 5 tips. 5 special tips that you can use to jumpstart your network marketing business. So if you are just jumping on, I'd love to give you a shout out. If you're watching live, put a hashtag live. If you are watching on the replay, let me know. Love all my replay viewers. Drop a hashtag replay. What's up, Rika? Hey, Lilia, how are you? Guys, this may not only be a Facebook Live for you, but perhaps for some people in your team. So do yourself a favor, hit the share button. You can invite your team to jump on and join us. Thank you, Miss Lilia, for leading the way. If you look in the bottom left-hand corner on your phone, you're gonna see a share. You can invite them to jump on and, of course, join the party. What's up, Misty? How are ya? Where are you guys coming in from? And a little just like total trivia, has nothing to do with what we're talking about, but how cold is it by you? So I was griping a tiny little bit because it was like, I don't know, in the low 30s here, but it felt like it was in the mid 20s, and I put a post and then people had to all show me that it's like negative degrees where they live. So I don't know where you're coming in from, but put where you're coming in from and put the temperature if you know what it is. Just a little food for thought. Hey Heather, hey Shannon, what's up Marina? How are you? Great to see you all. So we have been going through the holidays, and you know, whether you're in network marketing, whether you're in traditional business and you're doing some kind of sales, the holidays is just a funky time. It's just a funky time to build. I don't know if you've seen this in your business, but I remember years ago when I was building my credit card processing business, I would go out and I would cold call. And after like, I don't know, Halloween, when you start getting in Thanksgiving mode and then Christmas comes, it's like people just kind of check out. And I don't know what's up with those people. I'm always up for a good business deal, but you know, some people, they go in la la land for the holidays. So I'm so glad we're back and in the mix, and we're gonna talk about how to do it better, and how to jumpstart your business. So I got Rika in Virginia, 9 degrees. Shannon, where you at, girl? 25. I know. You know, I believe like if it goes below 75 consistently, we really have to consider if we want to populate that area. I mean, I just don't know. That's why we've decided we're going to move to Cancun at some point in the near future, at least part-time, you know, when it gets cold like this. What's up, Jazz? How are you? Hey, Eppolita, how are you? Great to see you guys. So let's talk about this. I got Marshall, Texas in the house. Where are you coming in from? So we have been going through this period, this season, where typically during the holidays, people are eating, they're hanging out with family, they're watching tons of TV and movies, maybe playing video games, but not the most productive time of the year. And I don't know about you, but I'm totally over that deal. I'm over it, and I'm ready to get in the groove, and I hope you're ready to get in the groove as well. If you are over like that whole holiday regime and you're ready to rock it out in your business, drop a comment, drop an emoji, drop a high five, drop a fist bump, you know, whatever makes you feel clever, whatever makes you feel good. Drop something there so I know you're with me, you're alive, you're kicking, and you're ready to rock this thing. So we're gonna talk about 5 specific tips that you can use to literally jumpstart your business and get things rocking and rolling. Now, here's what we're gonna do is we're gonna get into things. There's 2 types of ways we can talk about this. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the hearts. Juan says yes. Yeah, he's always up for some fun. So there's 2 different ways that we can do this, right? One is where we get down to the nitty-gritty details, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. But today what we're going to talk about more is kind of an overview, kind of like a, okay, this is going to apply to our network marketing business, but it would also really apply to anything else that you're doing in life. And we're going to take network marketing examples. So are you ready? If you're ready, drop a I'm ready in the comment section. So the first thing that you have got to do if you want to jumpstart your business, if you want to go to that whole nother level, is you have to get super clear on your goals. You have to get clear on what you want. It's hard sometimes when we've been stuffing ourselves with the turkey and the pumpkin pie and all these other things to have any kind of clarity, right? But we're moving on past that. We're coming out of the fog and we're getting into a time in a season where it's really about you thinking what you want for your future, thinking what you want for the next 12 months in your life. What do you want to accomplish? What do you want your life to look like 12 months from now? Who do you want to have impacted? Are there people in your life that maybe you want to help? Are there friends or family that you know that you can make a difference in their life if you just simply shared what it is that you have? You know, it's important that we think about the things that we want, because in the Bible it says in Proverbs 29, it says, without vision, the people perish, right? So like, if we don't have a vision for our life, I don't know if you've ever hung out with somebody that they don't really have much in store for the future of where they're planning to go. They just kind of like going in circles. And that's not you. I know that's not you. I know you are made for greatness. So we got to get clear on the vision, because the clearer that we become on what we want to see in our life, what we want to see take place, the things that we want to see happen. You know, we spent the earlier part of December at Tony Robbins' Date with Destiny event. And if you didn't hear about it, I'm just going to give you a snippet here. This is an event where there was 4,500 people from 82 countries all over the world. There was many different languages that were spoken. There was people in headsets. But you know, what's funny is humanity is universal. The laws that work in Indonesia or China or, you know, Bangalore or wherever people were coming in from, and they were coming in from all over, humanity in the way that we operate, it's pretty universal. And one of the things that he had us do is we went through this goal setting exercise. And basically we basically kind of did our bucket list. Like, what do we want? What are we looking for? What's the wild and crazy things that we want to do? What are some of the tangible things that we want to do? What do we want to buy? Who do we want to help? Is there a village that we want to, you know, bring clean water to in Africa? What are the things that drive us and motivate us, right? Have you thought about those things lately for you? Just curious if you have. Do you have a bucket list? If you have a bucket list, or you're going to decide to create one, then drop a bucket list in the comment section, or maybe you have like some kind of emoji you can come up with for that. So we had this time where we probably spent maybe 15, maybe 20 minutes. And we just put everything down on paper that we wanted to do in our life. And then after we did that, he had us break it down. He said, okay, what's a 10-year goal? What's a 5-year goal? What's a 1-year goal? And I added some 3-year goals too. But we kind of categorized it. And after everything was done, what was funny is that there were some that fell in each category. Some were like the long-term, big picture, you know, start some missionary work in a different country, you know, maybe some wild, big, bold, audacious goal, right? Some were like, okay, you could do it, but maybe you could see it happening a lot sooner. And some was like, hey, what do I want to do this year? What do I want to change in my life in the next 12 months? In this next season of life, not so far out into the future, but in this next season of life, how do I want to make things better? How do I want to make things different? And who can I impact and help along the way? And it was so very interesting in doing that is that you had these different categories. And so I just want to encourage you to take time and do this for yourself. Once we jump off this, take a couple minutes where you're just alone. You're alone with you. You're alone with your thoughts. And you think about the things that are important to you. What matters most in your life? Because most of the time we're always running. We're always going. We always have noise and distractions and all these other things going on that we don't think about the things that really are at the core of who you are, like the essence of who you are. Are you with me? If you agree that maybe this would be a good thing to do, then drop a comment below. Let me know. So that is tip number 1, is you have to get clear on your goals. Tip number 2, we must eliminate distractions. We are in the day and age where distractions are a dime a dozen. There, it's more common to be distracted and to have lack of focus and to have lack of clarity and to have like, all this crap going on at the same time than it is to be laser focused. And so this is a time that if we're gonna go for the goal, we need to clear these other things out. We need to clear other commitments out that maybe perhaps we have made that is no longer the top priority in our life. Like, one example is, let's say you have a hobby that you're big into. You love softball or poker club or chess or whatever. You're into something, but at this moment in time, it doesn't necessarily align with the vision for your future. It's something you're always gonna love. It's something you're always gonna be into. It's something that you'll always have as part of you. But at this moment, it's not one of the main things that you need to have in your life. So we need to eliminate some of those distractions, and we need to get good at saying no. Everybody say that with me now, okay? Wherever you're at, just say the word no. You can say no sometimes. It's okay. You don't have to say yes to everything. You know, maybe you're like Wonder Mom and you do it all, you take it all, and you take on everything. You don't have to do it. Maybe you're the kind of guy that has a hard time saying no. I see my buddy Curran here, sweetest guy on the planet, okay? If you haven't met him, you got to hit him up. But you know, maybe you're the type of person where no is hard. Get practice at saying no. Say to yourself, I can say no, I can say no. And you have to say no sometimes, because if you are always saying yes to other things that are not high up on your priority list, then they're gonna get in the way of the time that you do have to do the things that are the most important. So eliminate distractions. Number 2, Vicky says, I can say no easily. Woo, awesome, Vicky. Everybody take lessons from Vicky. I'm also good at saying no as well. That's one of those things. Nope, doesn't fit in line with my goals. Can't do it, not gonna do it. So number 3 is we must make room for your success. If we want to succeed, if we want to have these dreams, if we want to have these goals, you're going to have to make room in your life for it, okay? It's not going to fall down from the wayside for us. A little tooth fairy is not going to come deliver your goals to you. No, you have to make room in your life for them. So what does that look like? That means clearing out some time in your calendar. Like, you need HOO, okay? Hours of operation, okay? You got to have your hours of operation. Like, what are you going to do to move forward, and when are we going to do that? So that's very important. Maybe you're the type of person where you have a lot of stuff going on. You have your kids, you have your spouse, you have your job, you have all these other things going on, and maybe you need just a quiet space to work. Whether that's a space in your house where it's your desk and, you know, people know when the door is shut, you're in your hours of operation, right? Or maybe you're doing something out of your car. Maybe you hit a Starbucks. I don't know what it's gonna work for you, but decide what your hours of operation are and decide where you're gonna work. And you wanna just kind of clean some space in your life so that you have room to grow and succeed. Because if you're always clustered in on all these different edges with, you know, things taking up your mental space, like the most expensive real estate on the planet is not out there. It's right here. It's what you allow to hang out between your ears. It's what you allow to take your focus and what you allow to take your time. So guard those areas because they're the most sacred things that you have. Like, we can't get any more of it once we give it up, right? So make room for your success. Very important. All right, tip number 4. Are you ready for number 4? All right, if you're ready for number 4, drop a 4 in the comment section. So tip number 4 is we have got to dial in on whatever we have to do to get our goals done. We got the goal, we got the clarity, we cleared out the space, we're ready to rock and roll, but what must we do to win? What must we do to succeed? And so if you are a fellow network marketer like myself, then there's two different things that we have going on, okay? We have our personal production, and then we have our team production. Now, if it's you and you're brand new and you're just getting started, or you are doing what we're talking about, which is literally jump starting your team, maybe you had a team at some point and today you're like, not sure where they're at, but it's you that's ready to roll. Okay, so you can rely on number 1. You can rely on only one person, and that is yourself. So what I would recommend is set some personal goals for the things that matter most, which is your prospecting activity and how often you're showing your business. If you have goals for your prospecting activity and how often you're showing your business, you're gonna have some momentum. Now, how do we set these goals? Well, there's lots of different ways we can set. We can set yearly goals, we can set monthly goals. Me personally, I would recommend do either a daily goal or do a weekly goal, okay? So what I kind of like to do for myself when I'm really like, okay, I need to grow, I'm ready to recruit, let's get after this thing, I will have like a goal that I wanna see, like what's my total number for the week? And then I might have like a daily quota that I want to hit for myself just to kind of keep myself on track. Now, me personally, I do give myself wiggle room. There's some days where I might do like a ton, and then the next day maybe a lesser amount. But I know myself and you know yourself. And so what I would recommend is decide what's going to work best for you that you can hold yourself accountable. Because remember, in network marketing, there's no boss except you. So you got to be a tough cookie on yourself, okay? You cannot let yourself slide. And so decide what's going to be your quota, what's going to be the numbers. Now, we can't control who we recruit or how many recruits we have. We can only control the top part of that funnel, right? Like how many prospects are going in that come out the bottom end to, have new people joining the team. What's up, William? Great to see you. Another rock star here in the house. So we got to think about what are those goals. If we have goals in our life, health, relationship, business, network marketing, whatever the goals are, what are the things that we have to do on a daily basis to progress so that we're going to get to the finish line by the time it comes to the end of the year? So that's tip number 4. And last off, we're going to land this plane. We are officially getting ready to jumpstart that car, that engine in your business, okay? And here's what it comes down to. One thing only. Massive action. You don't have to take perfect action. You don't have to get everything right. You don't have to get everything, dialed in 100% the first time. In fact, if you do, you probably maybe waited too long to do it. But we gotta hit the ground running. We gotta get out there and get this thing done. And just know this. As you enter into this time, as you enter into this season, as you've got clear on your goals, you've made your bucket list, you've cleared out your distractions, you've made room in your life for your success, the most important part is just getting out there and getting after it. And it's okay if the things that were super important at a different time in your life, your hobbies, maybe doing different things with a lot of extracurricular stuff with your friends, maybe spending extra time with your family. Sometimes, just know this, sometimes you're gonna put some of this other stuff on hold that you still love and is still important to you. But so that you have the time to put in the maximum energy, maximum effort, maximum focus, so you can get your business where it needs to be. And once it's where it needs to be, it's just gonna kind of run on autopilot. Like, I'm so very proud. You don't even know. I'm so very proud of the people on my team because they went and did their launch of the year event. We weren't there. We weren't invited. They did it on their own. I'm like, hey, let's have a party, because that means they're off and doing it. And that's what you want as well. You want to get things up and rolling until it gets to the point where come 12 months from now, you can be on an exotic beach somewhere where it's not 9 degrees, right? Wherever, Turks and Caicos, someplace fun. You can be doing what you want to do and your business is running without you being there. So massive action is so very important. And it's okay if things get off balance. It's okay if things get out of kilter. It's only for a season, not forever. Only for a season. But when you go hot and heavy for a season, that gives you the energy to propel your business up so it can just do what it needs to do. It's gonna glide without you being there. And it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. So I think we're about ready to land this plane. So those are the 5 tips that you want to do to jumpstart your business as we go forward into this new year. And one of the things that I would put as a side note, okay? You want to have another tool you put in your tool belt. Here's where we're at. We're in a day and age where social media, is it getting bigger or smaller? Drop a note in the comment section. Bigger or smaller? Social media. My personal opinion, it is getting bigger. It will continue to get bigger. It's going to continue to be a greater part of our life. So, as a professional, would it make sense that we tool up our skills in this area so that we can capitalize on a movement that's going to take place with or without us? Yes or yes? The answer is yes. So here's what I suggest. As you're doing and growing your business, so much of what we do is face-to-face. It's belly-to-belly. It's in the homes. But a lot of what we do can be done online. A lot of what we do can be done using social media. And the best part is a lot of what you do can be done in a way to where prospects are actually reaching out to you. They're inboxing you. They're private messaging you. They're putting questions on your wall saying, tell me more. And so that's a skill. That's not something that we're born with. That's not something that we know about, right off the get-go, but it's something that you can learn. It's something that you can grow in. And so if that's something that you would like to have as a tool in your tool belt, then I'm going to give you an extra resource. There's a special gift for you, and I will drop a link here in the comment section once we're done. And basically what it is, it's the 4 essential elements to attract prospects to you using social media. So that's my free gift to you. What you do is you click on the link, it'll take you to a place where you put in your email address, and then it will give you access to the special bonus training. So that is it for today, guys. It's been so great spending some time with you. What's up, Kenny and Cheryl? How are you? I got Rika in the house, Rolando, Vicky. Awesome, guys. What's up, Denise? How are ya? All right, my friends. This is it. We are done. I hope you took this time, this action-packed couple of minutes. You maybe took some notes. Do your bucket list when we're done. Feel free to tag and share this with your team. If this added some value to you, drop a comment, let me know. And I will see you all next time. Take care, my friends. Be blessed. Go out there, live your life to the full, conquer your dreams, and go get everything that God has in store for you. Take care.